going to make something really easy. Well, a lot of my stuff is really easy, but this is one of those things where most of the work is done by the pig meat department itself. These are stuffed rock Cornish hens. Some people call them other things, but that's what we call them around here. I have two different kinds. I have the raisin cranberry stuffing, and I have the mushroom and wild rice stuffing. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, but my wife loves them, so that's what I thought I'd do today, because we need three, because there's three of us eating here. And of course, fortunately, Piggy does not eat, so he just watches. All right, what you need, first of all, is to start your oven at 350 degrees, preheat it. While that is preheating, you take one full stick of butter and put it in a lasagna pan. If you're only doing 2 Cornish hens, you could use a standard 13x9, but since I'm doing 3, I'm doing the lasagna pan. You put that in the oven as it's preheating. We'll pull that out in just a moment. You want the stick to melt. Then you need your vegetables. I have potatoes and I have carrots. I've already prepped them for the most part to save time. People are telling me that they do like my shorter shows. It makes things faster because their time is, valuable. And then of course you're going to need coarse ground pepper, salt, and garlic. Really, this is all you need this time because the chicken's already done. So not cooked, it's already prepped. So you take your potatoes, you put them in the size you want them, about this big. That's like the perfect size. All right, and I'm going to say that the stick of butter should be pretty close to melted, and it is. It's not quite 100%, but it will be quickly here. Hey, look at that! Somebody's calling. Let's see if it's somebody we can put on the show. Oh, it's a potential customer. Can't talk to them during the show because that would be rude to throw them up on there without them knowing what was going on. So, what you're going to do is you're going to pour everything except the last little stick of butter right in the bowl with the potatoes. Looks like that stick might fall in there. If it does, it's not. It did. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. Then you add your garlic. You can use powdered garlic if you'd like. As you know, I like the pre-diced. That's about 1/4 cup of pre-diced. If you're using fresh or powdered, obviously adjust. I would say probably a tablespoon of powdered garlic would be sufficient. And then the pepper, of course. You know how I like this coarse brown pepper. Coarse ground pepper. Brown pepper? That would be interesting. I wonder if there's such a thing as brown pepper. Make sure you get a good coating on the top because it's going to get mixed up. That looks pretty good. And then you do the same with the salt. I'm going to say it's probably a tablespoon of each. Okay. Then, of course, do your flipping around. Just make sure everything gets mixed up really good. Okay. Now, here's how easy this is. You open up the packages and you place them in the pan. I was smart enough to already pre-cut the edges of the packages because as you've seen from some of the shows, sometimes they're wrapped up really tight because it's safer that way for transport. Better safe than sorry, as they say. All right. Pretty simple here, right? Now, put your carrots on one side. Put your potatoes on the other. Now you notice that I probably make too many potatoes, but that's okay. And you take your rubber spatula, which I should have had ready and I did not, and you pour a little bit of extra butter over the tops of the Cornish hens. Okay, see? This works out really well. Then you put the aluminum foil on top, give it a really good seal. Okay. Spin it around, make sure it's tight. Okay, and then we put it in the oven. We set the timer for 1 hour. Presto. At 1 hour, this should be perfectly done. You're going to check the temperature, which we will do when we come back, so you can see that it's done properly. If it's not, you could, of course, make a couple quick adjustments. Normally, when you cook poultry products, you usually cook it at a higher temperature. But by doing it with the stuffing inside, you would dry out the stuffing too fast at a higher temperature. So by having little stuffed hens, we do 350, and then, of course, the potatoes and the carrots, that full hour is going to make everything just absolutely delicious. And, of course, don't forget, if you would like to win the Funguy apron, all you have to do is comment on any of the shows. I'm a Funguy foodie. I want to win. And then you get this apron, or you have a chance to get the apron. You don't know I'm going to get it. Only one person's going to get the apron. And of course, come our spring, we're going to do another guest giveaway. Dinner for two with a guest coming into the kitchen, being on the show, getting food. You've seen a couple of them on there. Andy Church, otherwise known as Redbeard, was on just a short period of time ago. If you haven't seen his video yet, check it out. He also has a video that he did of his day here. So check that out also. All right, we will be back momentarily for you, an hour for me. All right, Funguy foodies, we're back. Timer is going off right now. So let's see how we did on our time here. We did 1 hour at 350 degrees covered. So let's pull this out and check the temperature of the chickens. All right, what we want is 180 degrees on the bird, 165 degrees on the stuffing. Let's see how it looks. Okay. Interesting. We do have the 165 on the stuffing. It's really hard to get the bird because I hit the bone right away, but there we go. 186. Check this one back here. Yep, everything is right where it should be. Okay, now, what we are going to do, however, is we're going to crank the broiler up to high. We're going to put this back in there on high for 8 minutes. So let's do that now. Let's go broil, start. And we'll put this in here. There we go. All right, set the timer for 8 minutes. What this is going to do, it's going to give the chicken, top of the chicken, a little bit of more of a brown, which is something that we like here, a little crispier skin. It's also going to sear the butter and the garlic on the top of the potatoes and in the carrots. So this is going to be perfect. All right, so we'll come back in just a few minutes to show you the finished product. Hi, Funguy foodies. We're back. The timer's going to go off in about a minute. I've got my dinner rolls ready to go. We already did the temperature, so we don't have to worry about that. We're just going to pull this out of the oven, show you what it looks like. As soon as you pull it out of the oven, actually when the timer goes off, I'm going to kill the broiler, put it the temperature to 400 degrees for my rolls. It takes like 6 minutes for the rolls. Then everything will sit in the pan for that 6 minutes while we're cooking. Then dinner's done. Pretty cool, huh? So again, remember, if you want to win that apron, all you have to do is comment on any of the shows. I'm a Funguy foodies. I want to win the apron, or just I want to win. Also, tell friends to check out the channel. Have them come there, comment that you told them to subscribe to the channel and to ask to be a winner. You get an extra entry. So, you know, more. We need more people. I've got, we're sort of at a plateau. I need to bump it up a little bit. So please do that. And remember, like, subscribe, and share. So timer's going to go off here. So let's just turn this off. Then we'll go back to bake up to 400 degrees. Start. Get the glove on. There it is. Let's check this out here. Oh, does this look absolutely fantastic. Check this out. Let's get these in here real quick. Set the timer for 8 minutes, or excuse me, 6 minutes. And go. Okay, this is it. Can't beat it, right? We have rock Cornish hens, stuffed rock Cornish hens, potatoes and carrots all in one pan. This is gonna be juicy, delicious, you can't beat it. And you saw how little work it would. It took me 10 minutes to put everything together. That's washing and cutting the vegetables and putting the stuff in the pan. 10 minutes, that was their entire prep time. You cannot beat that. And then it sat in the oven for an hour and the broiler for 8 minutes, and it is ready to go. So thanks for coming to my kitchen. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I'm Funguy the Entertainer, cooking for you.